Hi, it's me, Eternal, and welcome back to some more Valkyrie gameplay. I'm going to start by answering a question from the previous video, but before I do, remember to leave any questions of your own in the comments below, and I'll answer them in the videos to come. Now, I'll start this off by talking about how to make your mix-ups less predictable when playing as Valkyrie, so if that piques your interest, this one's for you. So, Daniel asked, how can I make my mix-ups more intensive and unpredictable? Now, if I had a formula of some kind that allowed all of my mix-ups to land, I'd keep it to myself. But in this case, I don't. So, I'll show you what I can. Okay, first, and this one goes out mainly to you newbie Valks out there, do not use the sweep often. And that's not because it's a terrible move, but that you can make it a decent move if you use it wisely. Imagine this. You're in a duel, and you kick ass the first 2 rounds. Then, out of nowhere, you choke, and this guy, or girl, gets an easy 2 rounds in. You're both sitting there in the last round with 1 bar of health, and you're thinking, damn, I could really use a trick up my sleeve right now. Yep, that's it. That's a sweep. There are 2 scenarios here. 1, you use a sweep to win your first 2 rounds, in which case, they're not going to fall for that again, unless their dodge button is just as stuck as this guy. Or 2, you were patient and allowed your opponent to forget the sweep ever existed. The goal here is to use the sweep to surprise your opponent instead of as its own mix-up. This doesn't mean that you should consistently save it for the last thing you do in a fight, just use it sparingly and at a longer period of time from when you last swept. I am talking more for duels here, as in 4v4s you can get away with a lot more things such as doing the old target switch sweep. How are you going to get your damage in? Here's how. Getting at least 1 shoulder pin around is on average a 58 damage punish. That's a lot. Mix in your bash mix-ups and you'll be able to efficiently save that sweet 35 damage for when you really need it. And this leads into the next bit of guidance I'll give you. Set up and develop your fights. Don't go all out on your opponent in the first round. Save your plays for the long game. Let's say you got a clean 3-0. You spent the first round getting to know your opponents by not taking as many risks as styling them and analysing their playstyle. You spent the second round amping up the pressure with what you've learnt after you've done a shoulder pin or something, but still keeping the goods for the last round, the complex stuff. Then you spent the third round letting loose all the mix-ups you have in mind, maybe countering a dodge attack heavy or parry happy opponents to get in some good counter attack damage. General rule of thumb, Valkyrie is meant to be adaptable, so don't give your opponent the goodies in the first round. Once you do that, it's going to be harder long term to land your mix-ups, as Valk doesn't have an unpredictable moveset. It's just all in the way you play her. Anyways, I hope that helped. If you have any questions of your own, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them in the next video, to guide you through living the Valk life, by dying alone. So enjoy the video, stay safe, and let's do this.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C. You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C. enemy team is breaking. Your team is breaking. Your team rallied. You captured Zone C. Victory! 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 Defeat. Victory! Your team is breaking. Your team rallied.
接招吧！行，刀剑无眼。嘿呀！火攻！接招吧！你死刑！
Viedä verrat vakinemassa kroutureihin!
无眼。
Ilo!